So that's about a 25-yarder. I would call it a 26. Probably right on the hash with Trey Cloud holding. And let's see if he can put the Bulldogs up 3-0. And the Dogs are set. Here's the snap, and here's the Tinoco kick up, and it sails right through the middle of the uprights to give the Bulldogs a 3-0 lead with 10:59 to go in the second quarter as we take a break on Y101. Well, there aren't many guarantees in life, but this is almost a guarantee. Anytime Rigg kicks a field goal, and especially in a big rivalry game like this, he's always pumped. And a lot of times when he's pumped, he really boots the ball well on the kickoff, and he sends it into the end zone pretty deep. So we'll see if Rigg is pumped. Wind is blowing, by the way, at his back toward the goalpost, so he's going to have a little advantage right here. And here comes Tinoco, boots it into the air, and it's sailing into the end zone, bouncing through for the touchback. 1st and 10 for the Dogs right in front of me. McBride hands it off inside. Running that football very effectively and slipping free is Keyshawn Morgan to the 10, to the 5, and the Indians will drag him to the turf at the 2-yard line. Keyshawn looked like he might go down after a 5 to 7 yard gain, but instead he kept those legs churning. And you know, the Dogs have been doing something in practice where Coach Hayes has this thing and he straps it around Keyshawn and Demetrius and makes them really drive their legs, and that's what he did right there. With 9 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the second quarter. And McBride will hand it off inside, and the Bulldogs say touchdown. Do the officials agree? And they do. Touchdown, Toombs County Bulldogs. So the Dog offensive line able to open up some space right there for the back. And I got to figure it out if that was Keyshawn Morgan or Demetrius Owens, 5 or 6, who ran that ball in there for the 6. Dogs on top 9-0 to make it 2nd and 8. 1:24 to go before halftime. McBride throws it. The ball's deflected. Chandler Lynn jumps up in the air and catches the ball at the 35-yard line. What a reaction by Chandler, who recently at home caught a deflected ball. So a gain for Chandler and the Bulldogs. What a freshman he is. And now 1:11 to go, and it looks like the Bulldogs are taking a timeout. All right, Rick Tinoco is going to try a field goal. This is going to be a 50-yarder from straight ahead with 26.7 seconds to go. He kicked a 45-yarder at the end of the first half in 2015, and he drills this one, and it is good! Rick Tinoco from 50 yards. His longest career field goal. What a shot. Man, oh man, he's done it again. In 2015, right before half, he kicked a 45-yarder, and tonight, 50. That's got to be a Toombs County record. Because when I got here back in 1998, the Bulldogs couldn't even make an extra point. And now, Tinoco, the senior, drills a 50-yarder. Kept it inside the right upright. That was the only question. It had the distance and plenty of it. The question was, looking at it, would it stay inside the right upright? And it did. Well, the down marker says 4th down. I mean, the Bulldogs started near the 20. And I guess they're just a little bit short. And because of the situation, field position, and also score, you don't want to risk it right here. Unless the Bulldogs do something they did a couple of weeks ago with Kyle Reynolds running the football. He's the punter, wearing number 45 tonight, just in case he plays tight end, because he's a multi-skilled football player on defense, offense, and special teams, and has been throughout his entire career as a pup and a dog. And Reynolds will punt it, and it's blocked. And Tyler Smith will pick up the ball, and he doesn't know what to do. He's running. So the Indians block the punt. Now, Tyler dropped the ball down to the ground. The Indians are picking it up and running. What's the deal here? The official's blowing the whistle. 6:56 to go, third quarter. Motion behind the quarterback. They run it near side. Simmons is hit and wrapped up and tackled to the ground on an aggressive hit by the safety Dalton McBride. Just slightly downfield. Not too big of a gain. couple of yards, I guess. Move the ball down around the 3. Second and goal for Vidalia. Graham turns and hands it off again. Simmons is hit. Did he get in? Touchdown Indians. Vidalia scored with 6:29 to go, third quarter. So second down and 7 for the Dogs. McBride throws it across the middle. The ball is caught by Chandler Lynn for a Dog first down. Perfect pass, two-handed catch, and the freshman makes his second snag, and they throw a penalty flag, and something was going on, and maybe the Indians are called for the personal foul in this rivalry game. Maybe roughing up Chandler Lynn. He said something as he got up, but a Bulldog pushed him away, so he doesn't pick up a penalty flag. And it looks like it might be against the Indians, and that'll cost them, let's see, the ball's at the 23, so I guess half the distance of the goal. They lead 13-7. Clock is running now. Keyshawn Morgan's in the offensive backfield. 4-receiver package as McBride looks over toward the sideline. Jared Hamlin is the offensive coordinator. He calls the plays. And the play is to give it to Keyshawn, coming short side of the 10 to the 5. Keyshawn makes a move, jumps up in the air, comes down. Did he score? The Dogs say he got in. The official is going to mark him down at probably the 1-yard line. As he went up in the air, did he get in? See if he gets the call right here. Keyshawn finds a hole, and he steps into the end zone with a Bulldog touchdown. Keyshawn scores his second of the night, both short runs, but both set up by spectacular runs. And now the Dogs lead 19-7 on the 3rd and 5 play with 4:07 to go in the game. McBride is ready, and Keyshawn's behind him, and McBride gives it to Keyshawn. He weaves his way up the center of the field and down to the 5-yard line. They will stop the clock with 3:55 to go as Keyshawn Morgan picks up the first down for the Toombs County Bulldogs. And the offensive line opened up just enough of a hole for the senior to slide through. And there was some strong running. He picked up the first down. And this is always a good sign. Some Indian fans are beginning to leave. 3:44 to go. But the Dogs want some more points. They lead by 13. First and goal from the 4. And McBride gives it to Keyshawn, but he is manhandled on this play. The Indian defensive line, let's just be honest, whipped the Bulldogs' offensive line on that particular play, and Keyshawn was surrounded by defensive linemen and linebackers. A team tackle there, and a loss. Not a big loss, just a little one. 3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in the game. 2-yard loss makes it second and goal from the 6 as we approach the 3-minute mark. McBride gives it to Keyshawn, and he steps into the end zone with a Bulldog touchdown right off the center and right guard. And the Dogs have added to their 13-point lead. And I think even the Native American who calls Y101 is about to leave because he was looking at me as Keyshawn scored. And now the Dogs have 26 up on the board on a 3rd and 10 for Vidalia. It's the Indian 32. Graham under center and dropping back under pressure from Mincy. Now he throws it up toward the sideline. The ball is intercepted by Jonathan Benjamin, his 3rd pick of the season. He jumped up in the air and grabbed it and ran it down inside the 40. Jonathan Benjamin, the leading picker for the Bulldogs, jumps up in the air with Ashley and gets a pat on the back from Alex Hunt as he heads toward the Bulldog sideline with a minute 27. One more time. There go the cheerleaders with the flying T in front of the fans. They were on Y101 earlier today with Tone on the Midday Memory Show, and there they go as the stands erupt. Both teams are shaking hands, but I think the Bulldogs have to snap it one more time. Well, the Indians and the Bulldogs look like they're going to line it up. The Bulldogs will not have to snap it. It's going to end. 19 seconds left on the clock, but the ball game is over. And the long drought for the Toombs County Bulldogs, it dates back to 2008. In more than 3,000 days has ended. The Dogs have beaten their rival. The final tonight, 26-7, as the clock hits zeros and the two rivals are shaking hands. right at the midfield stripe. And what a night for Richie Marsh. His big rival when he was at Thomasville was Thomas County Central, and he came here, and last year his team played an ultra-competitive game and lost 28-14 to Vidalia, but in his second chance, he's a 26-7 winner.